Hi everybody, so it's Laura Cully from Laura Cully Hypnotherapy. I'm here at Serendipity in our lovely therapy room here, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about gratitude. And I know it's one of those words that people are throwing around a lot at the moment, but it really is important. And when you start practicing gratitude and changing your thoughts around, you will begin to notice a difference. So it's something I've been thinking about a lot lately. I've just been blogging about it on my website. So thought I might share a few ideas with you. So really, I talk a lot about gratitude with my clients. So especially if somebody comes in with anxiety or depression, very easy to get into that very negative mindset, just focusing on all the things that are going wrong and just completely forgetting about all the great things in life. You're just focusing on what you don't have rather than everything you do have. Focusing on perhaps the things that you're not good at rather than all the things that you are brilliant at. So it is very, very important, and it can completely change the way you think, because obviously they say that you will find what you're looking for, and all the time that you are focused on negativity, you're focused on all the bad things that are happening to you, that are happening in the world around you, that's all you see, and you end up looking through this filter of negativity, almost looking through this very dark fog. And you need to start to clear that and start to see the sun. So I write a gratitude journal. And you know, some days it's like panning for gold. You have to look through a lot of muck to find the few bright sparks in the day, but they're always there. And the more you practice this, the more you will get used to looking for them and just finding those little bright spots, whether it's a film you saw that was really good, a TV program that you watched, you know, whether you met a new friend, or whether somebody just did something really kind for you. You know, no matter what sort of a day you're having, there's always a little something. It might just be something that made you smile. Looking out into nature, you might have seen something that just, you know, lightened you up for a little while. So those are the things we need to be focusing on. And it really does change your way of thinking. I mean, if you spend 10 minutes talking to a friend about all the terrible things that have happened in your life, and you know, how awful you're feeling, how certain people have been rude to you, all the things that have gone wrong. See how you feel at the end of that 10 minutes. You're just completely focused on the negative, and you feel stuck in that very dark place. Whereas you spend 10 minutes talking about the people that you love, all the good things that you've seen, a nice piece of music that you have listened to, or something great that you've seen, you know, when you're outside walking in town, any acts of kindness that you've witnessed, even if they weren't directly, you know, to you, but even if you've just witnessed something, you've seen something on TV that's just lifted your heart a little bit, focus on those things. So I'd say gratitude journaling is a really good way of beginning to focus on all the good things. So you can do this first thing in the morning. You can just wake up and think about things that you're looking forward to, or just wake up and take a look around you and think, what is it that I'm really grateful for? It could be running water, that you have electricity in your house, that you have just woken up in a really comfortable bed, that you have a roof over your head. It could be the people around you, it could be a pet. You know, just start there, whatever it is, that what have you got in your life that you're really grateful and you're really thankful for? And then from there you can start to get a bit more specific. So what particular things are you looking forward to today? Is there something great that's happening? Are you going to meet a good friend that you haven't seen for a while? What good things are you looking forward to? If it's getting up and going to work, well, great, you've got a job, which is more than a lot of people can say. So there's always something, and it just depends on how you look at it and how you're feeling about it. And of course you can do that at the end of the day as well, which I quite like to do at the end of the day, so that I can look back through my day and look at what's gone really well. What have I achieved today? What happened today that made me smile? Did anybody say something today that made me laugh? And just thinking back on those things can really, really help. Somebody do something nice for me today, so you're getting the idea. So another good thing to do, if you don't fancy sitting and writing down a journal, and you can just use a simple notebook for this, or you can buy gratitude journals, you can get them online, you can buy them in the shops, where they actually give you specific questions, so it will actually help you, give you things to focus on, which is what I use. So another good thing to do, a lot of people do, is they actually keep a gratitude jar. And so, and these are something you can just keep them personal to you, or they can be something that the whole family can use. So even with the gratitude diary, it could be something that sits in your lounge, or you know, in your hall somewhere, and when something great happens, anyone can go and add something to the gratitude journal. Or say it can be something that's personal to you. And the same with the jar. It could be a jar that you keep for yourself, and you can decorate this jar with pictures of family, put things in it that are very special to you, and just keep little pieces of paper by your jar. Maybe keep some on you as well, so every time something good happens you can actually just make a note of it and pop it in your jar. And other people in the family can do this too, so when something good happens, write it down. If you had a really good day out, make a note of it, put it in the jar, and then you can either, on the days when you're not feeling so good, if things aren't going well, you can tip all the bits of paper out and just start to look through. You could even put photographs in there, little keepsakes. Look through all the things that have made you happy. It just reminds you that things aren't always going to be this way. You're not always going to feel this down, that there are, it will pass. There are days that are better. You've had them in the past. You will have them again in the future. So gratitude journal, the gratitude jar is a nice exercise to do. Even if you don't look at it during the year, just save it up, empty it at Christmas, and everybody can sit and have a look, and look at it New Year's Eve. What great things have happened this year, just looking back and just focusing on all the good things. It really, really does help. So this is also a nice thing to do with children, and children really love it, especially if you do this at the end of the day, so they can have their own little gratitude journal where they can draw pictures or they can just write something down. So writing down what happened today that was fun. And as well as all the good things and all the fun things, you might also start getting to things that are worrying them. They might be a little, but. And actually, that's great. If they need to go there, it's a good time to actually sit them down and talk through things and remind them that, we all have problems and that's okay. We can solve this, talk about it. Let's see what we can do to move you forward, so that they're going to sleep without all those worries and anxieties on their mind. So thinking about how you can move forward. So, even if you do this with a child, and as I've noticed has happened with some of my younger clients, it's actually been a time where other things have come up that might not otherwise have come up. There might not have been that time in the day for them to really talk about things that are worrying them, or little things that are going through their minds. So whatever happens there, it's good, but as long as you leave it on a positive note, that okay, well, that's happened, what can we do about it, how can we move this forward? Everybody has problems, and as I've been saying to you, that things change. They won't always feel like this. Things will get better. So it's a great thing to do if you've got children. So I just really wanted to encourage everybody to start thinking about your thoughts. If you could start a gratitude journal or gratitude jar would be absolutely great. Or if not, if you haven't got the time, or you're not inclined to do that sort of thing, just looking around you from day to day and just noticing things, noticing the good things, noticing more of all the things that you love, the things that light you up, and just see how over time your thoughts begin to change. And really what you can do is go try it for you. Give it a good go, try it for say the next month and see how you get on. On my Facebook page at the moment, I'm putting a little question up every evening. So, just encouraging people to think about what's gone really well. So just to give you some ideas, get you thinking along those lines. So have a really good week, everybody, and keep thinking positively. Obviously, if you want to come and see me, I'm here in Serendipity, so just get in touch if you'd like to come and talk to me about anything, or if there's anything about hypnotherapy that you'd like to know, then please do get in touch, and I'll see if I can answer your questions for you. Okay, thanks very much for listening. Bye.